Welcome back to Coin Cash King Information Channel, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you're going to discover 5 Australian coins that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. That's not a type, and no, you don't need to be a millionaire to own one. You might already have it and not even know. We are about to uncover rare designs, mysterious mint errors, and stories that tie Australian history right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin we're about to explore hides a surprise that could leave you speechless. Now, before we jump into the first Australian 10-cent 2005, take a moment to look at your change jar, your dresser drawer, even that old coffee can in the garage. Because racing to check if your coin matches one of these rare, mind-blowing finds now, I'm ready when you are. Go ahead and send me the first coin picture or details, and I will start crafting its story with all the drama, value, and excitement packed in. Now take a closer look at this coin. At first glance, it looks like any regular Australian coin. In Today, we're diving deep into a modern marvel that's gaining massive attention in the numismatic world. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin, and not just any version, but the extremely rare front-side yellow dot variety. This isn't just pocket change anymore. This coin is creating waves in today's action-packed collector market, fetching serious dollar value thanks to its unique characteristics and increasing rarity. So make sure you watch until the end, because this is one coin you will want to look out for. The Australian 10-cent coin has been a staple of the country's currency since decimalization in 1966. It features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic lyrebird on the reverse. However, the 2005 edition is turning heads for all the right reasons. Minted at a time when the Royal Australian Mint was transitioning through design and production changes, the 2005 coins were largely considered regular issue, but some very specific versions, like the front-side yellow dot variant, are anything but ordinary. Over time, collectors and experts began to notice subtle but impactful differences in a small batch of these coins. These were not just minting quirks, they became signatures of rarity. What makes the 2005 front-side yellow dot 10-cent coin stand out is, of course, the mysterious yellow dot that appears on the obverse side near Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. This isn't a common discoloration or wear. It's a mark that has shown up in a very limited number of coins, possibly due to a specific batch of planchets or a rare chemical reaction during minting. Its placement, color consistency, and alignment all contribute to making it a highly desirable variant. Combine that with the rich, sharp detail of the Queen's effigy and the crisp outer rim, and you've got a coin that isn't just rare, it's visually and historically unique. Coins in very fine condition show beautiful detail, with minimal signs of circulation, making them stand out even further in collector circles. Now, let's talk rarity. In numismatics, rarity is everything, and this coin has it in spades. The yellow dot variant is incredibly scarce, with only a tiny fraction of collectors and dealers ever reporting it. It's not listed in every catalog yet, which makes it even more exciting for those who are ahead of the curve. Coins in very fine condition are especially prized because they show enough detail to preserve historical and aesthetic value without being too worn down. This combination of condition and rarity has skyrocketed the demand among Australian coin collectors, and even internationally. As awareness of this coin spreads, the demand keeps climbing and the supply just can't keep up. Classic recipe for increasing value. So how much are we talking here? Well, this is where things get really exciting. In today's dynamic auction market, these coins have been fetching impressive prices, sometimes reaching hundreds of Australian dollars, depending on the condition and visibility of the yellow dot. A verified 2005 Australia 10-cent yellow dot coin, in very fine or higher condition, can easily command between $336,000, and in some private collector deals, prices have even pushed higher. These are not random spikes, it's a growing trend fueled by rising collector interest, increased public awareness, and a deeper appreciation for minting anomalies. So, if you have one of these coins, you are sitting on a miniature gold mine. And if you don't, you might want to start checking your change. If you're looking to hunt down one of these gems, there are a few things you should keep in mind. First, always inspect your older 10-cent coins carefully, even if they look ordinary at first glance. Small anomalies like the yellow dot can be easily overlooked. Use a magnifying glass or macro lens to examine the obverse side thoroughly. Try to acquire coins from trusted dealers or through reputable auction platforms where authenticity can be verified. And if you already own one, store it properly. Use a coin flip or airtight holder to prevent any environmental damage. Also, consider getting it professionally graded, as this can significantly boost its market appeal and dollar value. Finally, stay connected to coin collecting communities, forums, and marketplaces. Information is power, especially when you're dealing with rare coins like this one. In the world of coin collecting, it's not always the oldest or the shiniest coins that bring the biggest returns. Sometimes it's the hidden rarities, like the 2005 Australian 10-cent yellow dot coin, that steal the spotlight. This coin is a testament to the incredible stories locked inside even the smallest denominations. With its growing popularity, limited availability, and solid presence in the auction scene, this piece is proving to be more than just a curiosity. It's a serious investment opportunity for collectors. So keep your eyes open, your collection safe, and your knowledge sharp, because in the world of numismatics, opportunities like this don't come around often. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Next up, in Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Australian coins. And we have a real gem to explore, the 1968 Australian 5-cent coin. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a small coin. But let me tell you, this coin is creating waves in today's auction markets. If you're lucky enough to have one in your possession, especially in a very fine or better condition, you could be sitting on a surprisingly valuable piece of numismatic history. In this video, we're going to uncover why the 1968 Australia 5-cent coin is so sought after, what makes it unique, and how much it's worth in today's dollars. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. The story of the 1968 Australian 5-cent coin begins just a couple of years after the country's switch to decimal currency in 1966. Australia's decimalisation marked a significant change in its monetary system, and coins from those early years carry a special importance. The 5-cent coin replaced the pre-decimal shilling, and although it may seem modest, the 1968 edition stands out for more than just being part of that transitional period. Minted at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the 1968 Australia 5-cent coin was part of the second year of the decimal coinage production. But unlike its 1966 predecessor, which was minted in enormous numbers, the 1968 coin had a notably lower mintage, and that's where the rarity story begins. Let's take a closer look at the unique features that make the 1968 Australia 5-cent coin a prized collectible. This coin features the classic design that collectors adore, Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 through to 1984. On the reverse, you will find the beautiful and iconic echidna, an Australian native animal, designed by Stuart Devlin. But beyond its design, it's the coin's details, the sharpness of the strike, the alignment, the clarity of the features that really elevate its value when in excellent condition. What truly sets the 1968 coin apart is that it was produced in significantly smaller numbers compared to other years. While millions were still minted, relatively fewer high-quality specimens have survived, especially those graded as very fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated. These grades play a massive role in today's market value and collector appeal. Now let's talk rarity, because that's where the excitement builds. The 1968 5-cent coin is considered rare primarily due to its lower mintage and the fewer high-grade examples available in today's market. As coins pass through years of circulation, damage, scratches, and wear take their toll. Finding a 1968 coin in very fine condition or better has become increasingly difficult. Collectors know this. They actively seek out these coins not only for their historical value, but also because they are becoming harder to find as the years go by. A coin in very fine condition means that although the coin has been circulated, the major features remain crisp and clearly visible with only moderate signs of wear. This level of quality is crucial when it comes to determining market value and demand is high. Coins in higher grades are snapped up quickly at auctions, often drawing in bidders from across Australia and even internationally. So what is this coin worth today? The answer might surprise you. In circulated condition, a 1968 Australian 5-cent coin may be worth a couple of dollars. But in very fine condition, you're looking at a market value of $340,000, and that's just the beginning. In extremely fine or almost uncirculated conditions, this value jumps even higher, with some examples fetching to $142,000, or even over to $145,000 at auction, depending on eye appeal, luster, and grading certification. Certified coins by leading grading authorities can push the value even higher. We're talking well into the hundreds of dollars. In fact, recent auction records have shown that top-quality 1968 Australia 5-cent coins have sold for as high as $250,000 or more, particularly when multiple bidders are involved, and the coin's condition is exceptional. That's an amazing return for something that once jingled in someone's pocket. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, or perhaps you already have one and want to know what to do next, here are a few tips to ensure you make the most of this opportunity. First, condition is everything. Always examine your coin under good lighting. Look for detail in Queen Elizabeth's hair and sharpness in the echidna's spines. If the details are clear and wear is minimal, you may have a very fine or better coin on your hands. Second, consider having the coin professionally graded. Certification gives buyers confidence and can significantly raise your coin's resale value. Third, store the coin properly. Use acid-free holders or coin capsules to protect it from further wear or environmental damage. And finally, stay connected to collector groups, online forums, and auction sites. These are great places to track values, learn from others, and even spot opportunities to buy or sell. In conclusion, the 1968 Australian 5-cent coin is far more than just small change. It represents a unique chapter in Australia's numismatic history, and it is becoming a star in today's collector's market. With rising interest, limited availability of high-grade examples, and a passionate community of buyers, this little coin is making a big impact. If you're fortunate enough to own one, especially in very fine condition or better, you're holding a piece of real value, both historically and financially. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Chanel. Next up, today, we're diving into the world of rare Australian currency with a spotlight on a true hidden gem, the 2002 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition. If you've come across one of these coins in your spare change or coin collection, hold on to it tight, because what may look like a small piece of metal could actually be worth far more than its face value. In this video, we are going to take you on a journey through the fascinating history of this coin, explore what makes it so unique, uncover why collectors are rushing to get their hands on it, and reveal its real-time market value today. So, if you are a coin enthusiast, a curious investor, or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, you will want to watch this all the way to the end. Let's start with the background. The 10-cent coin has been a staple of Australian currency since 1966, when decimalization reshaped the nation's coinage system. Over the decades, the 10-cent piece has featured the iconic image of a male, superb lyrebird on the reverse, symbolizing Australia's rich natural wildlife. But the 2002 edition of the 10-cent coin holds a very special place in numismatic circles. Struck during a relatively calm year in terms of coin production, the 2002 series wasn't expected to produce any anomalies, and yet, what followed would eventually become a subject of obsession for serious collectors. Not all 2002 Australia 10-cent coins are created equal, and some incredibly valuable variants have made their way into circulation unnoticed. What sets the 2002 Australia 10-cent coin apart from the rest? First, let's talk design. On the obverse side, we have the timeless portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, a familiar image seen on coins of the era. But where it gets interesting is in the striking quality, the subtle minting details, and in some cases, rare misstrikes that elevate its collectability. The very fine condition coins, in particular, retain sharp features with only minimal wear, which makes them ideal for collectors aiming to build a premium-grade collection. There have even been reports of slight die variations and planchet errors within the 2002 mintage rare mistakes that, instead of devaluing the coin, significantly increase its desirability and price tag in today's market. Now let's get into what really makes this coin shine: rarity. The mintage numbers for the 2002 Australia 10-cent coin were moderate, but coins in very fine or better condition are surprisingly scarce today. Most of the coins from everyday circulation show heavy wear, as they have passed through countless hands over the years. However, coins that have been preserved either through careful handling or lucky storage stand out. The very fine condition indicates a well-struck coin that still maintains visible details, especially on the lyrebird's feathers and queen's profile. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that not only represent a moment in history, but also survive in premium shape. That's where the demand truly skyrockets. Add the occasional minting irregularities to the equation, and you've got a coin that's not just collectible, it's hot property. So, what is a 2002 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition worth today? This is where things get exciting. The collector's market tells a very different story. Depending on condition, demand, and rarity factors, these coins have been known to fetch anywhere from $360,000 each in auctions and private sales. Coins with verified mint errors or near uncirculated quality can attract even higher bids, sometimes soaring above the $399,000 mark when sold to the right buyer. Online marketplaces, numismatic forums, and live auctions have all shown recent spikes in value driven by increased interest in rare Australian currency and limited supply. In today's market, this coin is not just a novelty, it's an investment. If you're a collector or thinking of becoming one, here are some essential tips to maximize your chances of profiting from this remarkable coin. First, always examine your loose change. You never know what is hiding in your coin jar. Look for the 2002 date and inspect the coin's surface for clarity, minimal wear, and any signs of die errors or double strikes. Keeping a magnifying glass handy is a great idea. Next, consider investing in a coin grading service. Professionally graded coins tend to sell for significantly more, especially when certified as very fine or higher. Store your coins in protective holders to avoid damage and tarnish, and keep them away from moisture and heat. And finally, stay active in the community. Join coin forums, follow auction sites, and connect with other collectors. The more you know, the better your chances of turning a small coin into a valuable asset. To wrap it all up, the 2002 Australian 10-cent coin, in very fine condition, is a powerful example of how everyday currency can transform into a collector's dream. With its unique minting history, visual appeal, and growing rarity, this coin has earned a strong and respected place in the numismatic world. It is not just a piece of metal, it is a piece of Australian history, and it is rising in value every year. Whether you're holding on to one already or inspired to start your search, there has never been a better time to dive into the world of coin collecting. This is one coin you definitely don't want to overlook. Who knew that a small 10-cent piece could make such a big impact? Subscribe to my channel. Next up, today, we're diving into an exciting topic that's catching the attention of coin enthusiasts everywhere. We're going to explore the top valuable Australian 5-cent 1978 coin in fine condition, a coin that's quickly gaining traction in the collector's market for its increasing value and rarity. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into numismatics, you will want to stick around until the end of the video, because this little coin might just be hiding in your change jar and could be worth more than you think. Let's rewind to the late 20th century, 1978 to be exact. Australia had already transitioned into decimal currency in 1966, and the 5-cent coin was an integral part of everyday transactions. Made from a cupro-nickel composition and featuring the iconic echidna on the reverse, this coin represented both utility and a deep connection to Australia's unique wildlife. However, the 1978 issue holds a special place in the timeline of Australian currency. Though millions were minted that year, what many don't realize is that due to circulation patterns, minting inconsistencies, and selective collecting practices, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or simply worn beyond recognition, leaving only a limited number in collectible grade conditions today. The 1978 Australian 5-cent coin features the unmistakable portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. This classic effigy gives the coin a regal and historical appeal, especially today, as it represents a moment in time when Queen Elizabeth was at the height of her reign. The reverse design, created by Stuart Devlin, showcases the echidna, one of Australia's most iconic native animals, encircled by intricate spikes that symbolize both the creature's natural armor and the detailed craftsmanship of the coin. Coins in fine condition maintain sharp detail in the echidnas features and a legible year mark, making them visually stunning and highly desirable to collectors. Now, this is where it gets exciting. While over 80 million of these coins were minted, not all coins are created equal when it comes to collector value. Coins from 1978 in fine or very fine condition are becoming increasingly rare. Most of the coins in circulation have experienced decades of wear, scratches, and general deterioration. A well-preserved 1978 Australia 5-cent coin stands out dramatically against the average piece found in circulation. Collectors are specifically hunting for coins with clean rims, visible design details, and minimal surface damage. What makes this coin so desirable is the fact that it represents a shrinking pool of surviving pieces in good condition. Demand is growing fast, especially as more collectors aim to complete full-year sets or seek standout coins from the 70s era. Let's talk about value, because that's what everyone is curious about. In the current coin collecting market, especially in 2025's growing numismatic scene, the Australian 5-cent 1978 coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $210,000 or more, depending on condition and presentation. Coins that are graded professionally or sold in collector sets can even go higher. We've seen cases on auction platforms where pristine examples well beyond fine, possibly approaching extra fine or almost uncirculated, are bringing in $225,000, especially when there's bidding competition. It's a coin that's gaining momentum and value, and with time, these numbers are only expected to increase. The beauty of this is that what was once a simple everyday coin is now becoming a treasure in the eyes of collectors. So how can you make the most of this hot trend in the coin market? First, start by checking your existing change, coin jars, or older family collections. You'd be surprised how many hidden gems might be lying unnoticed. When examining a 1978 Australia 5-cent coin, look for strong design features, minimal wear, and a clear date stamp. If you are serious about collecting or selling, consider getting your coins professionally graded. This can dramatically boost your resale value. Also, stay active in online coin communities and auctions. Prices can fluctuate quickly, and being part of the conversation helps you spot trends early. Finally, handle your coins carefully. Even fine condition coins can degrade with improper storage, so be sure to keep them in protective holders or coin flips. The Australian 5-cent coin from 1978 in fine condition is not just another coin. It's a piece of numismatic history with rising collector demand and significant dollar value in today's market. It symbolizes a unique time in Australian minting history and continues to attract attention for its design, rarity, and collectible appeal. Whether you're holding on to one or considering investing in more, this coin has all the right elements of a hidden treasure. And with the market continuing to grow, now's the perfect time to dig into your collection and see if you have got one of these valuable coins in your hands. Next up, today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting and increasingly sought-after coins in Australian numismatic history, the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin. This is no ordinary coin you will find lying around. In fact, in the world of collectors and investors, this specific coin has become a treasure trove of value, especially when found in fine condition. If you have ever come across one or are holding on to one right now, you might just be in possession of a small piece of big value. In this video, we are going to explore everything that makes this coin a hot commodity in today's action-packed coin market. So stay tuned, because you are about to discover why this small silver-colored coin is making big waves in dollar value. Let's start with a little history. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 during the changeover to decimal currency. These coins were struck in copper nickel and featured the iconic image of a male lyrebird on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. Fast forward to 1976, and the 10-cent coin continued in circulation, still bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. While the 1976 version may not appear drastically different to the naked eye, this specific year has become increasingly significant to collectors due to a range of subtle but powerful factors. It's more than just age. It's a piece of Australian heritage now commanding attention in global markets. What makes the 1976 Australia 10-cent coin stand out from others is not just its age, but its unique design and production quality. The reverse of the coin proudly features the beautiful lyrebird, symbolizing grace and beauty in the Australian wildlife. This detailed engraving is considered one of the finest representations on coinage worldwide. Even more remarkable is the consistency in minting during that period, while most coins from the 70s had varying strike qualities. The 1976 batch was known for producing some coins with higher definition details, especially in the tail feathers of the lyrebird. These subtle design traits, when preserved in fine condition, are what make collectors drool. Additionally, over time, many 1976 coins have worn out due to circulation, but those that have survived in excellent condition are now prized gems. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity and condition go hand in hand, and the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin is no exception. While millions were minted, very few have survived in fine or uncirculated condition. This is what separates common coins from the valuable ones. Coins that exhibit minimal wear, strong details, and clean surfaces are extremely hard to find today, especially given that these coins are now almost 50 years old. The sheer difficulty in locating these high-grade specimens has sent demand soaring, not just in Australia, but among collectors worldwide. And because of this surge in collector interest, any coin from 1976 that grades highly becomes instantly sought after, turning a pocket-sized piece of metal into a mini investment. Now let's talk about what everyone really wants to know, the value. As of today, the 1976 Australian 10-cent coin in fine condition can command surprisingly high prices on the open market. While coins that are classified as fine, very fine, or extremely fine can fetch anywhere between $412,000, depending on the specific quality and rarity of the strike. Uncirculated examples, especially those graded professionally, have been known to reach even higher values in auctions and private sales. The coin market is active, and values continue to rise, particularly as demand outpaces supply. Every day, collectors are searching online and at local coin fairs for these special pieces, and prices continue to increase steadily, making now a great time to evaluate your collection or even begin your search. For those looking to get into collecting or maybe refine their collection, here are a few key insights to keep in mind and remember. Knowledge is value in the world of numismatics. First, always look for coins with minimal wear and strong details, especially in the lyrebird's feathers and the queen's profile. If you can, invest in getting your coin professionally graded, as certified coins often fetch higher prices. Try to store your coins in acid-free holders or coin flips to preserve their condition over time. Keep an eye on reputable coin dealers, auction houses, and online marketplaces where rare coins, including the 1976 Australia 10-cent, are regularly listed and traded. And above all, don't underestimate coins that may seem ordinary at first glance, because the real treasure is in the details. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know when you're holding something truly rare and valuable. So there you have it. The 1976 Australian 10-cent coin is not just a relic of the past, but a powerful player in today's numismatic world. With its rich history, stunning design, growing rarity, and rising dollar value, this coin is a perfect example of how something small can hold tremendous worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keeping an eye out for coins like this can open up a world of exciting discoveries and potential profit. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare Australian coinage, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more collector insights, and drop a comment below if you've ever come across one of these rare gems yourself. Until next time, happy collecting and may your coin hunts bring you great fortune.